Hi, my name's Holly. I am a nurse on London 9 at Mass General.
Hi, my name's Reese Delaney, and I'm a nurse here at Mass General in the Cancer Center.
My name's Corrine Davila. I am a palliative care physician here at MGH.
Hi, my name is Christina Lavasser, and I'm a nurse on London 10.
Hi, my name is Brendan Dempsey. My wife is a nurse here at Mass General Hospital in the surgical ICU, Ellison 4.
My name is John Kozlowskis, and I'm running with my sister Megan to honor our dad, Jack.
Hi, my name is Megan Page. I'm running the 2024 Boston Marathon with my brother, John Kozlowskis.
My name is Lauren Lee. I work on London 10 as an oncology nurse, and I'm running for my patient, Meredith.
My name is Alex Sorrentino. I'm a nurse practitioner in the Yawkey Outpatient Center with the melanoma group, and I am running on the Caring for a Cure team this year in honor of my dad, Tom.
My name is Siobhan Kelly. I am a registered nurse on White 6, which is an orthopedic floor. I am running the Boston Marathon this year in memory of my dad, Eugene Kelly. At the end of September, my dad was finally home on hospice, and we were sitting on the couch together, and I said, I want to just do something meaningful and good to make all of this sadness and heartbreak matter. So I decided to apply for the Boston Marathon with him sitting next to me, and he just looked at me and smiled and said, you can do anything you set your mind to.
Hi, Dad. I always wanted to be an oncology nurse so that I could be that person that makes the patient feel comfortable when they are trying to navigate through a cancer diagnosis. I never imagined being that person for you. My brother was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia in the late 1990s and was treated, unfortunately relapsed, and passed away in 2000. My dad was unfortunately diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma almost 25 years to the day of my brother's initial diagnosis. And I just wanted to turn something that was so sad and hard to go through into something really positive. So this is the smallest thing I can do to honor him.
I met Meredith over a year ago. She came in and she was very uncomfortable. We thought it was just back pain, and then it turned into so much more. She has 2 young girls, and I could tell that she wanted more than anything just to get back with her babies. It's been really challenging and a battle every single time she comes in, but she has fought every day with a smile on her face. She drops an F-bomb and she makes the whole room laugh in a moment that should be so serious. She has everyone in the room smiling, and I am so blessed to know her.
I first learned about Caring for a Cure back in 2018 when my sister was a patient on London 10. My sister lost her battle to cancer in November of 2018, and that following spring, my sister's nurse, Krista, ran the Boston Marathon in her memory. And so I made it my goal to then run the Boston Marathon one day in memory of my sister. I even have a journal entry from maybe 2019, writing down my list of goals, one of them to become an oncology nurse at Mass General, and then another one to run the Boston Marathon in memory of my sister and in support of Caring for a Cure.
Like many people, you find out about Caring for a Cure once cancer directly affects your life. For me, my dad, Gene Dempsey, he started his battle with prostate cancer about 2 years ago now.
In March of 2020, it was a very scary time to be a nurse. And then I received a phone call. It was my dad. He sounded hoarse on the phone. And I thought, oh crap, you have COVID. And he said, no, Reese, I have cancer.
Luckily for my dad with his journey, right, he was able to reach a state of remission, which we're very grateful for.
As an oncology nurse, I knew what they were facing. But because of COVID, my parents were both alone on their journey as patient and caregiver. But the journey of a cancer patient doesn't end when treatment ends. After radiation, there are weeks of feeling worse before feeling better. Not to mention the months, maybe even years of physical and emotional healing. But I am one of the lucky ones because they are both here tonight, ready to tear up the dance floor.
People often ask me how I am doing, that it must be hard for me as the oncology nurse to have you go through all this. All I can say is that as your daughter, it is an honor to be able to help you, guide you, and hopefully give you that small piece of comfort that someone that loves you so much is watching over your every move and step you take in this journey. You have done the same for me for 39 years and counting, and it's the least that I can do.
I had a chance to run the 2011 New York City Marathon, which was quite an experience, and it was not easy. I had some running injuries that I was working through, but was able to push through till the end and told myself as I was crossing the finish line that I was gonna try again. And so now, 13 years later, I'm finally fulfilling that promise, and I could not possibly imagine a better cause to support than caring for a cure.
I do not run, not even close. I had an orthopedist ask me recently, are you sure you want to do this because your body's telling you no?
I have never run 26.2. This will be a first for that.
So far, the training has been hard. I did the New York City Marathon in 2006, right after my dad passed away. And that was hard too, but I was 20 something and now I'm 40 something.
The training's been a lot, as you can imagine, with any big undertaking like this, but it's been fun for us to connect around things that are going well, things that aren't going well.
So I've done one marathon in my life. Admittedly, it was over 10 years ago. It was the Disney Marathon. Certainly, the Boston Marathon is a different beast.
I actually started to run when my dad started to get really sick, and it was kind of my outlet as a way to deal with all the stress and everything that was going on.
The hills have been a nightmare. Everyone says they're bad. I think they're worse. They are terrible. But I would do it a million times over for Meredith.
When my dad was sick, I kind of realized how much cancer takes away from your independence and takes away from your spirit and feeling like a human. And that's why I love caring for a cure, because it gives back so much of a person's spirit in big and small ways and kind of makes you feel like a human again and not just a patient in the hospital.
I have always wanted to run for caring for a cure. I have been lucky enough to be a gift giver and humbled enough to be a receiver. I am so proud to be representing an organization that is able to put a smile on so many people's faces.
Some of the experiences that you get when you go through cancer treatments, they wipe that smile away. And I think that finding ways to, wherever possible, return that smile, that's something that I think caring for a cure is specifically designed to do.
I'm really excited to be able to raise awareness about the organization. I'm really excited to be able to raise money for the organization. And I'm really excited to help pay it forward.
I'm so consistently amazed by the number of ways, big and small, that caring for a cure really comes through to support patients. From the patient who needs a pick-me-up blanket and flowers on her very first day of chemotherapy, to another patient whose family is in such strained circumstances that he needed to be able to provide financial support to them in a refugee camp in another country. And so it's just so incredible to see the way that Caring for a Cure recognizes all of these needs and can find ways to come through and meet those needs really quickly.
I think the most unique thing about Caring for a Cure is the direct impact that it has, and the fact that patients can receive these gifts almost instantaneously.
There's a lot of little moments that are beautiful, you know, a meal when you're craving something, a warm blanket when you're cold, just a hat when you feel, you know, a newly shaven head.
Really being able to replicate the way that Caring for a Cure made me feel in those most vulnerable and challenging moments kind of is the reason why I show up to work every day. I just want to keep giving back to the community that has really given me so much strength and a steadfast kind of love that only unlucky people are lucky enough to experience.
Going from a place where the form of support is buying a burrito at 11 p.m. to now being able to fly in bone marrow transplant donors from other places to be able to really change a person's life. They're changing lives in big ways and small, and that's awesome.
The journey of our patients and their families is incredibly hard, but to be able to ease that journey with gifts big and small is so special. Caring for a Cure, my dad and my mom, my patients and their families are the only reason I would ever run 26.2 miles.
I am so thankful for this opportunity. And Dad, I can't wait to see your face on Boylston. Love you.
Dad, I love you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so sorry that you've had to go through this, but I hope you know how much you mean to me, and all 26.2 miles are for you.
I am honored every step of the way to run for you, Meredith. You have given me strength that I never knew I had. I push on because I know you push on every day. Every step I take, every mile we do is all for you, and I would do it 1,000 times over.
Gino, I couldn't be prouder to be your son, and I'm so excited for our journey ahead. So Dad, I'm running this marathon for you. Excited to see you at the finish line.
I just know that every step, every mile, my dad will be with me today, on marathon day, and every day for the rest of my life. And I know that he's up there, proud of me, saying in his strong Irish accent, "You can do anything you set your mind to."